Hi again then guys, and so we've got a circuit tune for you today which is PP specific, but this is kind of a twist on the PP specific circuit tune because as you can see it's not exactly at the 600 PP level. And the reason for that is because this is kind of a hybrid between a circuit tune and to some degree kind of a special project as well. Because I've actually built this car, which is the Audi R18 TDi prototype, but this tune also works for the normal version, not the prototype, to basically turn it into an LMP3-Spec machine. Now, for those who are unfamiliar, LMP3s are relatively new to the Le Mans. They're a new class, lower than the LMP1s and LMP2s. They're currently pretty heavily restricted in terms of their power and weight. All of the cars are powered by the same engine. It's a 3.5 Nissan powered unit producing 420 horsepower. So we've got 420 horsepower in this machine. And as far as weight, if I remember correctly, they have to be between 870 and 900 kilos. Obviously, unfortunately, we cannot reduce the weight of a prototype, so we've gone for 900 kilos. And as it happens, it actually sits at just under 600 pp. So this is kind of a fictional Audi LMP3 tune that also doubles up as a pretty good 600 pp circuit racer. So I'd recommend racing soft tyres, but obviously that's personal preference. I personally like to increase the rear brake balance on my prototypes to 6, but you do need to be a little bit more careful of it locking up if you do so. Ride height we've got as low as possible. Springs on 1550 and 1725. Dampers to 4, anti-roll to 5, camber on 2 with neutral toe. For the gearbox, an auto setting of 180, and then for the individual gears we've got 3.2, 2.2, 1625, 1.3, 1075 and 900 with a final drive of 2.9. For the diff, the lowest initial torque, highest acceleration and a braking sensitivity of 20. As far as the power, this one does have an oil change, so you don't want to fit any of the turbos and reduce the power down to 75.2% or 420 horsepower. We've got the maximum downforce and obviously the weight we've left as it is. And as you can see, it doesn't sit perfectly at the 600 pp level, which is kind of a shame. If you do need it more specifically for the 600 pp category, you can of course increase the power a little bit, but that's for you to make that choice. So let's now take it out to the Red Bull Ring to see what it can do. Now this tune I would primarily recommend for more twisty tracks. Obviously it doesn't have the top end power that many of the other prototypes can have. So I'd recommend, as I said, go for tracks where it's more about having a high average speed rather than just pure top speed. The R18 of course is a fantastic prototype anyway, so even restricted it's still a very fast car. It has a lot of performance for its power. Now incidentally, in terms of top speed, with the maximum downforce setting, this tune at 420 horsepower will do 185 miles per hour, top end. If you put it to 0 downforce, or not to 0 but to the lowest, then it will do around 205 miles per hour. So pretty quick for the power, pretty quick for the PP, and more than enough for most twisty tracks. You very rarely get up to those kind of speeds on twisty circuits. And for tracks where, as I said, it requires a high average speed, such as Laguna Seca or here at the Red Bull Ring, it's a very, very good car and very easy to use. So, if you'd like to keep up with tunes like this as soon as they come out, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And as always, thanks for watching.